you find that if you track once we recognise that suddenly all throughout the still
neutrons smash into atoms. More neutrons are free. More bombardment. A chain reaction. Fission. Heat. Neutrons smash into atoms. More neutrons are free. More bombardment. A chain reaction. Fission. Heat. Neutrons smash into atoms. More neutrons are free. More bombardment. A chain reaction. Fission. Heat. Neutrons smash into atoms.
Elements in the world, and not much good for anything else. Rods or pellets of it are placed in the reactor core, here, in precise formations. There may be about 100 tons, and each ton provides the same amount of energy as up to 20,000 tons of coal. When a neutron collides with a uranium atom, it causes the nucleus to split, fission. This splitting releases a stuff surrounded by a huge coil of wire. As the turbine spins, so does the magnet, and electricity is generated. This is sent to transformers, and then fed on into the national grid. So, that simply is how it all goes together, from atoms to electricity. There are one or two more clever bits, though, because science never sleeps. The steam coming off the turbines here is collected in a condenser. The parts of those steam with cold water, it cools and turns back into water, ready to be pumped back into the steam generator in a cycle its own. As I said earlier, there are many types of nuclear power stations. The first 11 in Britain, called magnets, use natural uranium metal. But more modern plants, such as the advanced gas-cooled and pressurized water reactors, use especially enriched forms of uranium, making them much more efficient. Plutonium, which is produced in the
This is called the fuel handling plant, but as you can see, no one comes anywhere near handling it. From here, the stripped fuel goes for reprocessing. The reprocessing separates the spent fuel into three components: uranium, plutonium, and the fission waste. Plutonium and fission waste represent up to 3%.
Rounders are the fuel elements, hot with fission.
Right in the core. It all has such a controlled atmosphere.
Keeping a reactor steady at what is called the point of criticality is a very precise operation for humans and computers.
This is an advanced gas-cooled reactor.
You can tell by the fuel elements, tubes or pins of enriched uranium pellets arranged in clusters in a granite sleeve. These stringers of fuel assemblies are changed around from time to time in their 5-year life.
There are some coming in now, over there, lowered from a special refueling tower on top of the reactor. But how does the whole thing, the reactor, the fission, get started?
Well, first the core is charged with the fuel. The control rods, which you can see dotted around, would be at their lowest. They are made of boron steel and absorb the neutrons whizzing about that cause nuclear fission. The next stage is to introduce a starter compound called polonium beryllium, which has lots of spare neutrons. The control rods are raised, the neutrons whiz about among the fuel assemblies, smashing into atoms. The chain reaction of nuclear fission, heating up the fuel, is underway.
But it's not that simple.
Not quite. The reactor's power can be boosted to raise the station's electricity output. Withdraw the rods further, the reaction speeds up, everything gets hotter. The heat is transferred to the coolant, carbon dioxide gas in this case, which fills the reactor all around us. This is pumped out to create steam and drive the generators.
To slow the reaction, the rods are lowered and less heat is produced.
Keeping the reactor running is a delicate balance. Left to itself, it would simply shut down. It can be instantly shut down by lowering the rods completely. As a safeguard, for instance, if there's the slightest hiccup in the electricity supply to the control rod motors, the rods automatically drop to their lowest positions in 4 seconds.
But there is another way of shutting it down, isn't there?
It can be switched off for good by flooding all this space inside the reactor with little boron beads to absorb all the neutrons. Or perhaps we can show you.
No, thank you.
Oh well, we better leave the reactor to carry on. Perhaps you'd like to move on out through the containment shield on this side.
Who's one to go at that? Yeah, have mine.
Gosh, thank you, Carl.
Oh, you mean the one going up?